Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and the last couple of days have been not so great. Like, I'm not gonna spend a long time going over all the things that have been kind of going wrong lately, but suffice to say that anxiety has definitely spiked a little bit more than I would like to admit. And I'm hoping that a good run of Wizard of Legend will kind of help calm things down a little bit. But in order for that to be the case, I need to pick something that will essentially allow me to kind of chill a little bit. So, instead of experimenting with something new this time around, I'm going to... And when I say new, I don't mean like I've never used some of these as signatures before. Just that, I don't typically use them very often. So, what would be a good choice for today? I'm thinking we're gonna go Distortion Beam. Then what? That's about as far as I've thought this through. And even then, I wasn't really thinking it through. I was looking at it going, what do I feel like? And I think Distortion Beam is what I'm feeling, but what goes with that? I think what we need to do is we need to have ourselves a bit of a mid to long range build here. And the best way to do that, let's go back up to fire. What looks like a good mid to long range option? I'm obviously going to be spending a lot of time flinging things at my enemies. Maybe Flame Cleaver or Flame Fusion. I kind of think... Actually... No. There we go. We're going to do that. That way we've got some... We've got definite multicast options here, so I can just fling things around, and we're going to do it as a power build, because that just seems right. Do I want to continue running Riptide? I kind of think that this is going to be the better option. And because of how these spells are working out, I think Ring of Reserves is the right idea. Although I'm noticing how slow the cooldown is for anything not named Flame Cleaver, and wondering if that's really a good idea. You know, I'm going to try it and see how it works out. If I like it, cool. If I don't, well, you know. At least we call it a one-off, but I honestly think it'll be okay. As far as the things that have been setting off my anxiety, it's a lot of personal stuff, but unfortunately it is through both work and home, so, you know, nothing ever goes properly for me, I guess. As far as home problems, it's basically that I just discovered that my health insurance got canceled for... Hold on. Alright, there we go. Yep, health insurance got canceled unexpectedly for apparently me not supplying information, even though I feel like I was never actually asked for the information. The funny part being is that the people asking for information more or less already have that information, so it makes me wonder why that's even a thing that I needed to worry about. I don't know, maybe I'm the one in the wrong here, but it sure does feel like they weren't trying to communicate very appropriately. And then, as far as what's happening at work, it's... I don't know if I want any of this or not. I'll come back to it later. It's the idea that one of my managers is essentially just being a giant douche rag and is, you know, approaching me with anger over things that, you know, honestly shouldn't have been a big deal in the first place. And simultaneously doing so in a way that kind of goes against the very nature of, or the order of operations of what exactly it was I was doing. And it hit in such a way that it just didn't feel right. Like, and again, maybe that's on me for being a little bit too sensitive. But it kind of feels like it was just anger and disrespect for no reason. So I don't know. I'm kind of somewhere in the middle of, you know, I get that there are certain things going on that could certainly color one's view of things, but at the same time, why approach someone and get so angry about something that really doesn't need to be that big of a deal? Like, we're talking about essentially stocking the new items versus going over the overflow just to make sure that, you know, I'm not putting out things that are, like, for those of you who have worked in any type of food service or anything like that, you understand that the order of operations is FIFO, first in, first out. That just makes it so that you're not putting out things in the wrong order, and that your expiration dates are being maintained properly. I'm explaining all of this because, see, I don't think I want any of that, so we're just going to move on. Yeah, I'm explaining all of that to give you guys the idea that what I was doing was simply following proper order of operations. And yeah, I got reprimanded hard for doing what I was supposed to be doing. And I'm airing all of that out just as a means of more or less just getting it off my chest and trying to essentially let it go as best I can. Easier said than done, let's be fair, but... And, of course, the reason... So what's reasonable is being upset about it. What was not reasonable about this whole thing is being as upset about it as I've been. But I mean, that is the unfortunate. As kind of the unfortunate rule of thumb when it comes to depression and anxiety, is that how it affects me is oftentimes not up to me. And I wish that I could make more sense of that myself. Not even just to you guys, but just to myself. And of course, because now talking about it is making me get a little emotional, now I'm starting to play poorly, which is not helping me out, at all. Kind of don't really need that, so we're just gonna get rid of it. And we'll grab that just because it's a damage bonus, albeit small, it's still a damage bonus. Still the easiest boss in the game. I actually don't want that. I don't want to drag enemies closer to me. That is not the intention here. Exploding fireball. So that'll be good on this level, not so much on the next, but I'll still grab it. Imagine that. Okay, so before I grab it though, I do want to wait and see who our red portal vendor is. I am getting absolutely demolished here. Jesus. So clearly you can see that things are not going as well as I would like. So I need to step back and reevaluate the way I'm playing because yeah, I'm not exactly going to make a successful run out of being constantly clobbering shit. And outside of those two problems, I'm hoping to be able to get back to sharing some of the things that I've been really enjoying with you guys, like I've really been enjoying BlazBlue Entropy Effect, and I want to be able to share some more of that game with you guys because that game is just been doing me a world of good. Though if I'm being honest, I also haven't played much since my last recording, so it's still all about getting used to the game still. I would also like to play some more Oblivion Override, and I'm curious as to how many of you are still interested in Trinity Fusion. Or is that one of those games that I can pretty freely just play on my own without having to think about? Okay, getting mad. I also openly admit that it's been a while since I've played Astral Ascent, but that's largely just because I've gotten back into playing Splatoon 3, and that's taken a lot of my time. So I would say that that's kind of a my bad there, getting back into a game that, if we're being honest, is more or less modeled after a live service. I don't quite call it the same thing because because they're not expecting you to pay for every single little thing that they do with the game. So I don't particularly count it, even though by all gameplay metrics it kind of is. That is... Like I said, that's kind of the my bad scenario of jumping back into a game that I knew was going to take up a lot of my time. Bolas. Yeah, we'll put that on instead of Exploding Fireball when I get to Zeal stage. Another freebie, a couple more freebies, but I don't know exactly what I would want to do with those, so just leave that be. I don't know. Grab that. Wait, what? Seasonal suitcase? I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh, blow me down. So do I want to meet with Dr. Song a second time? I'm gonna say yes, just because that is special. You don't often get that. And hey, who knows, maybe I'll get the Elixir of Health. I wish I could have one of those in real life. Actually, in real life, what I need is the Renewing Potion Vial. I just also need the Renewing Potion Vial to be good for one's mental health. Ah, crap. Screw you. Oh, you guys are still alive? Christ, get out of here. Hey, there's something I don't want. It's something I cannot forget is that Flame Cleaver does cut through enemy projectiles, so it's another way to stay safe. Thanks, fellas. Alright, I will give you this token. And... oh, I mean, at least I'm at full health again. Alright, anything good here? Kind of. Conqueror's Belt is nice. I'm also now noticing that there's a severe pain in my left shoulder, which, yeah, not doing me any good. Not that severe pain ever does anyone any good. I'm pointing out that is not what I was hoping to have to deal with today. Oh, hold on. Hello, Pazu's favorite hat. Okay, that was also not a great room for me. Okay, at least finally upgrade that. Jesus. Sorry, I'm trying not to draw too much attention to this pain in my shoulder, but it is definitely making things a lot harder than they need to be. Yeah, you can go away. Oh, that's just me making bad assumptions. Wow, didn't even see Nox once. Like, would it have killed a brother to help me out with something to improve my attack power? Where am I going? Back here. Yeah, I know it's not going to be a very strong Cartographer's Quill, but yeah, fuck it. It's better than those two items. Those two items are not helping me at all. Can't even say that because obviously I haven't been getting burned. Now, I will say this, though. This is a very survivable run. I am definitely staying alive. So it's not that the relics are bad, far from it. They're just not necessarily aggressive. Ow. No thanks. Ow. How dare you? Alright, grab that. Don't need that anymore, so grab this. And there we go. Ugh. Really trying not to complain about this pain in my shoulder, but oh my god, I need to just lay down or something. Oh, that was not smart. Okay, that was not the cleanest Sura fight. Like, at all. I got hit by some things that I shouldn't have gotten hit by. Like, I'm clearly still in the process of trying to put the pieces of my brain back together. But I still won, and hopefully that's a good way to start on that path to recovery. Now, what would be even nicer than all of that is if I could find a way to, recover from this permanently and never have to worry about depression and anxiety again. But that's never going to happen. But at least for now, I can say that I still won a game, and hopefully you guys are a-okay with that. So thank you very much for watching and continuing to support my channel. I appreciate you spending your free time here with me today. I hope you have a fantastic day or night wherever you may happen to be, and I'll catch you in the next one. My name is Darksage Wolkering. Take care, everybody.